Hey y'all, welcome back to Iron Creek Farm.
Alrighty guys, so we got some things to do today. First off, what I want to do is Pipsqueak right here has been in this little cage here. It's a 24 by 24, and I have been bringing her out. As you all had seen before, we had two of the cages, was it 32 by 32 cages had been mounted up in the barn, and then we had this cage here. And I split her up from her brother and put her in this one, that way that she could come out and graze and stuff. But good Lord willing, this weekend we are going to take her brother, Mr. Wilbur, and we're going to butcher him, and he will be supper this weekend. And so she will be moved into this 32 by 32, I believe is what it is, cage. And Mr. Wilbur won't be here no more. And so what I was thinking of doing is where he's going to be butchered this weekend. We got a few more days left of the weekend. I figured it'd be a good idea to go ahead and bring him out and let his last few days be out here on the grass. And so we're going to take Miss Pipsqueak and put her in the barn in the bigger cage, and we're going to take Mr. Wilbur and bring him out and put him in this outside cage. That way he can get a little bit of grass before the weekend. Alrighty guys, we got them switched out with minimal casualties. We got a few scratches, but nothing that's going to kill us. I went ahead and I'll probably move him around. We got some high spots in the grass that's full of clover, as you can see today, and so I'll move him around as the day goes on and let him nibble. I've also got some grain down here, as you can see, his alfalfa pellets, and we'll go ahead and get his water filled up, and then we'll move on to the rest of the rabbit chores. And no, I didn't just give him Mountain Dew. It's just water. Andy's the Mountain Dew drinker in the family, and we got bottles galore. And so these get used for all kinds of stuff. If you all would be interested in seeing a video of us cooking our little guy here, I don't know if I can show necessarily the butchering of him or how much I can show of us butchering the rabbit here, but if you all would like to see how we cook him and how we prepare him and stuff, leave a comment down below. Alrighty, we got our rabbit pellets, and so we're going to go ahead and feed these two in here. This will hopefully be her permanent spot for just a little while. She's been in here previously, like I said before, but we took her out because she was in here with her brother being pretty aggressive. To be honest, I wanted to keep her in the beginning because she was very gentle, but I'm finding that she's not as gentle anymore. There's too many rabbits here on the earth, and too many that I can, too many times that I can breed the mother, which is very gentle. Their mother is very gentle, and the buck is not very mean either. So there's just too many rabbits in the world to have an aggressive doe that bites and kicks and scratches every time you fool with them. And so I don't want a mean doe on the farm, and I don't necessarily want her producing offspring that is mean. So if her behavior doesn't change, she might not be around very long. She's got grain, so we'll go ahead and give her daddy some grain over here. You probably couldn't see it. I was probably in the way. I'll have to look back and see if you can see it in the footage. But if you notice, he is a lot more laid back than she is. He doesn't want touched much, but he doesn't fight and kick and be really aggressive like she does. Even when I put her food in, she was standing right at the gate and pushing against me and things. And also, if you just touch her, sometimes she gets real. If you notice, she stands still, but she gets real fed up with it. And I just don't want a doe like that. She's gentle in this aspect, but then if she don't want to be messed with, she gets pretty aggressive. And so I don't necessarily want to keep a doe like that. So we'll just have to see where it goes. Like I said, if she continues on with that behavior and it doesn't change as she gets older, I'm not keeping her. It definitely, if she bites somebody, maybe not a nip, but if she bites somebody, she won't stay on this farm. I'm not gonna keep a doe that's gonna bite. That behavior gets passed on to babies, bred into babies, and it also is just not fun to be bit. I've heard of people getting stitches and getting hurt. Like I said previously in this video, people think bunnies are all cute and cuddly, and in some aspects they are, but once you really get to know rabbits pretty well, they do things like, they do things like this quite often. My arms are all scratched up and stuff, and we do trim nails, but they still have nails. And also, they do bite. They have big teeth, and they do bite, and when they bite, a lot of times they do damage. And so I will not keep an aggressive rabbit on my farm. Oh, you see him? He's enjoying some grub. I wish the holes were just a little bit bigger for them being outside and grazing, but it works out good. He looks like he is enjoying himself. He's falling asleep. Well, I can have the idea to go ahead and flip the cage upside down. The holes are a little bit, I don't know if you can tell, the holes are a little bit bigger than they are up here. They're this width here, and so that way he can eat a little more grass. He'd just be upside down a little bit. Are you upside down? Good idea, boo-boo.
Thanks.
Yeah, he's getting big. Okay. So next thing to do, I still have to give the rabbits hay, but I might do that a little bit later. But we're going to go ahead and get Miss Nala and baby boy out. As you all had seen in previous videos, it's been raining the last couple days. Thank the Lord. We've been in a short little drought, and it has been really, really dry and been killing the grass and things like that. And so we definitely wanted the rain. But because of that, they haven't been able to get out as much, and so we're going to go ahead and let them out for the day. Miss Mama and baby's out. He's getting to where he's eating a little hay with his mama. Look at him peeing. He's so cute. Y'all want to get a little sneak peek of the baby rabbits? They started opening their eyes yesterday, which they might be napping right now. And probably don't want to open their eyes. It's usually how it is. But they did start opening their eyes, so I'll give y'all a little peek. We've got 3 of the spotted ones. You see his little eyes? 3 of the white. And 3 of the solid color. We have 2 of these little gray. Is that your baby? Is that your baby? Oh. Is it him? I got him? Yeah. We've got 2 of these gray. And then a little brown guy. There's the other gray. Let's see if we can get the brown guy. There he is. Oh, there's a little white one with these eyes open. The red-eye ones don't sell as well, and as you all know, we do have that white red-eyed male left. I think I've set it in my mind that we will keep the white ones if they do not sell as grow outs, and use them as a meat source. So, but hopefully everybody sells and everybody does good. The spotted sell better than the solid color ones, but I think you see them hopping. I think those gray ones definitely will sell well. And something that I've noticed about the last 2 litters, I know that in the Flemish Giant world, hold on, my tripod's messing up, sorry. I know in the Flemish Giant world that solid colors are the only thing that is acceptable for the breed, along with the albino, I believe. But the albinos that we have, I think, take more off of the New Zealand side. But it seems like our solid colors, like the grays and the browns that we've had for the last 2 litters, take more after mom, which is the Flemish Giant size. They seem to be bigger, even as babies. And so I just had the one solid colored baby last go around, you know, like not the white ones, but I had the brown one, and he took more after mama, and it looks like this go around it's the same with the 3 solid colored, the 2 grays and the brown. Just seems like they take more after mama, and then the albino and obviously the spotted ones seem like they're taking more after dad, which is the New Zealand, which is fine. They're a crossbreed, obviously, New Zealand being dad and Flemish being mom, and they're just meat rabbits, so it doesn't really necessarily matter to us. Although I feel like I said previously, the spotted sell the best. Something about the spotted color, and I've talked to other people that sell rabbits, and they agree that the spotted do sell better. And so, but we'll just have to see when those the solid colored Flemish Giant like ones come out, because to me they're the prettier ones. But we'll just have to see how they sell. Like I said, or like anybody who has been watching for a while knows, that this is our 3rd litter out of Miss Clover here. Her first litter did not make it, besides one, and he passed away almost a week after he was born. And our 2nd litter, she had the 7, and a majority were spotted, and 2 of them were the albino, and this is our 3rd litter, and so we'll see how they sell. Well, Mama and this sweetie pie, who has just called me, are out here. I'm going to go ahead and go in the barn area. He's peeing again. I'm going to go ahead and go in the barn area and clean out their stock. Alright, I'm going to sit out here and watch Mama and Baby for a little while. I still ain't made it to the to cleaning out the pen. I said I was, and got distracted, had a few things that I had to get done, and so didn't get it done. But we're just going to sit in here and watch Baby for a little bit. But like I was talking earlier, and we were talking about Pipsqueak, that other female doe rabbit. And the more me and Andy got to talking about it, the more I think that it would be a good idea to go ahead and butcher her. Like I said, we plan this weekend to go ahead and butcher the other one. And so it just makes sense to go ahead and do her at the same time, rather than keep her and her be aggressive. She has a completely different personality than that buck does, and I don't know if it's just the difference between a girl and a boy. But after discussing it with Andy, I really think that it would be best. Rabbits can do a lot of damage, and she's just a little too squirrely for my liking. Even just putting her up or watching her in the cage, she's just a little too much. Like I said, she's gentle enough that she will let you touch her, but she wants to like aggressively come towards you, or just kind of, she doesn't jump away. She's not scared of you, which I think is probably the worst part about it, because if a rabbit bites you or scratches you out of fear, that's a different thing. But a rabbit that just bites you because she doesn't want you around is just not something that I want to have on the farm, and I'm sure most people wouldn't want to have on the farm, especially when a child is involved. Lakin does the feedings a lot of times, like you all have seen, and it's just not safe to have a doe that's just going to come right up to you and bite you because she doesn't want you there. So I think we're going to go ahead, Lord's willing, and just, instead of waiting it out, just go ahead and replace her with one of her siblings in here. These babies that Mama has on her right now are out of the same buck, and the same doe is the two that we will probably be butchering. And so that chicken just keeps getting louder. And so it's going to be her full siblings anyways, and I'm sure that I could probably replace her with a girl that is not as aggressive, hopefully. You're just so cute. Ranger! 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 Oh, sweet boy. He's trying. You trying to hop up there? Let's see if we can get him to hop up here. Come here. Oh. He's running off. Where are you going? What are you doing? Oh, what are you doing? Alrighty guys, we're here in the barn, and finally I got my stuff to get in here and get this cleaned out. It's probably been an hour or so since I said I was going to clean it out and didn't. We sat out there with the baby for a little bit, and he climbed. I thought I heard a weird noise. He climbed and played on me, but anywho, I want to go ahead and get all this old hay up, and of course some of the feces up. That way their cage is good and clean before we put them back in here. Alright, I brought the wheelbarrow in, as you can see, the big green thing over there. And I wanted to specify the reason why that's so much hay, it looks like a lot, is because they've been in here, like I said, it's been raining, and so they've been in here a couple of days, and I haven't been able to get in here and really clean out the old hay. And so we've got a pretty good sized pile here, but the floor is good and clean, and I'm sure they will enjoy coming back in and messing it up again. Alrighty guys, we're going to come up here and sit on the swing for a minute. There was something that I wanted to sit down and talk to you all about, and for whatever reason it's just been, this song has been on my mind and going through my head, and this ain't typical for me to sit down and do something like this, but on this video. But I was thinking, my job as a Christian is to tell people about the Lord, and to tell them how much that He loves them, and how much He wants to see them in heaven. And if I didn't love you, I wouldn't tell you about the Lord. I wouldn't tell you about the best thing that's ever happened to me. You know, like when you go to the store, I know us women are like this, and we buy something and we get it on sale, and we go tell everybody, this and this is on sale, and if you want it, you better get it. Or you tell them, somebody compliments you on a dress or something, I know me, I'll be like, oh well, I got it for this because it was on sale, and I tell you about it. I'm eager to tell you about it. I want to be that eager to tell you about the Lord, especially when something's weighing on my mind. And this song's been weighing on my mind. We're kind of old-timey people, just old-fashioned people in general, and I'm sure you all can tell that by watching our videos. We're just real old-fashioned people. And I don't really listen to modern Christian music. I don't listen to pretty much any modern music at all, unless it's on the radio in a store or something. But she's a hollering at something. And anyways, we don't listen to much modern music. And we've got this old CD. I believe it's that somebody had made for us, and it's an old record playing, and it's old music, just old-timey music. And there's a song that's been playing in my head today, and I don't really know the title of the song, but it goes, "Today is tomorrow's yesterday. You can't take back any unkind words you say. If you're making plans to change your life of sin, start today, because tomorrow may be the end." And I'm going to try not to cry as I'm telling you all this, but I get emotional when I talk about the Lord and what He's done for me. And I just wanted to remind us, because even I get caught up in the things that I need to do. I just want to remind us that tomorrow isn't promised. And so if you're struggling, if you need help from the Lord, if you need to be saved, cry out to Jesus, because He's your help. But you're not promised tomorrow. You can get saved today and not be promised tomorrow. So if you've got something weighing on your heart and your mind, and you feel like you need to talk to the Lord about it, talk to the Lord about it. He'll hear you. But anywho, I get all emotional when I talk about the Lord and what He's done for me, and I don't want to continue to cry on here, so I just want to give you all that little reminder that the Lord loves you, Jesus loves you, and He died on the cross for you, that you can make it to heaven and to be with Him. And so I'll be praying for whoever, for whatever reason that was laid on my heart. I'll be praying that it reaches whoever it was supposed to reach. But thank you all for listening to my little caveat here, and I'm sure some of you Christians who watch my video understand, but that was for somebody. I know it in my heart that was for somebody to hear. So anywho, thank you all for watching our video today, and thank you for joining us. I appreciate everyone that watches. I appreciate everyone that is interested in this whole farm life, and how we manage to survive here in our little farm in eastern Kentucky. But I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate y'all hanging out, and we will see you next time. Bye.